My background is in language. I studied linguistics. And even though I worked for more than 30 years in computer science later on, I think basically that's what I am, a linguist. And I can talk forever about language. My name is Franciska de Jong and I'm an academic working in the field of natural language processing. Of course, I have a career of over 40 years, so it's a very wide spread of topics that I've been working on, and I must say I still enjoy my life as an academic. Most of the things you do well when you use your language is not something that you can learn at school. So all these elements in the system of language are part of people's life, but not in such a way that they are aware of it. But linguists are aware of it, so it's kind of hidden treasure that makes it a thing that you can enjoy in daily life.
Is language processing something that we see a lot?
Nowadays we use natural language processing every day, every hour. If we have a computer, a smartphone in our hands for interpreting your search question. And of course we also have Google Translate. There's also the spelling correction that is now part of any device.
So how does speech-to-text work?
Let's dive into the steps of speech recognition. So the process of turning sound into a textual representation. So take the sentence that sounds like, my favorite dessert is from ice. So the first step is to process the acoustic signal. And in the acoustics, there is no separation between the words. It's just one stream of signals. So if you process that, you try to match what you find in the signal with what is known to be a meaningful signal in language. But then still you don't have the words. You may have groups of sounds, but you don't have the words. So what you need to do as a second step is to isolate the individual words by detecting the word boundaries. Once you have that, you need to make sure that everything that is known to be a stream of acoustic elements in the language, to match that onto the known words. For some sounds or combinations of sounds, there's more than one word connected to it. So take the element ice. That can mean many things, and there could be little things coming before it that make it also a candidate for other words than eyes or ice. And it could also be lice or mice or even more things. And the computer has to decide what is the right interpretation by taking into account the context. But for that context, the computer doesn't have to know that the word dessert is something that comes from the realm of food. That is something that is encoded in the language model, because people would not be likely to use dessert in combination with lice, for example. That will have low priority in selecting the most likely word.
So, leading your department, do you think the future is bright?
Always. You know, optimism is a moral duty. And especially for those who are in charge. I won't be in charge in 10 years from now, but as long as I'm able to steer some of the developments, some of the agendas, I feel we need to stay optimistic.